Well, welcome to Melbourne and Moorabbin Airfield. Here we are in the Robinson R66. This is an add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator by CowanSim. I have upgraded it with a new sound pack from Immersive Audio, which is a fantastic piece of sound production for our favourite simulator. Let's get on board and start to enjoy what it will do for us. Okay. Let's get these doors closed. Yes. That's a solid clank for a light door. Let's get that barometer right with the cheat key. Okay, so we are going to turn on the battery. We are going to need the strobe lights on. I think I'm supposed to do at this point. And I think I'm ready to go with the... Oh, yes, get the igniter enabled. And there's a bit of a trick to this. You need to find the starter button here at the front of the collective. And as soon as it hits 15 on here, on the N1, in we go with the fuel. And the MGT, we don't want to see that getting too hot. That's a bit higher than I expected, but no, we're all good. So that's now falling as the N1 rises. We want to let that stabilize at about 65%. And then we give it a minute to warm up. Right, annunciator lights generator is not on. I'll let the N1 stabilize at 65. Great. Okay, so generator on. Volts come up. Good. Avionics on. Do I need the nav lights? Why not? Let's have some air in here. Okay, so we'll give it a minute. So we're looking for 30 seconds past the next minute. Don't need the GPS today, but I'll just enter through that. Wonderful. Beautiful sound. So the weather today quite benign. We are looking at a gentle, kind of variable breeze from the east. It's about 22 degrees, I think, at the moment. We're going to be flying north along the coast, and that is going to take us into the Melbourne CBD, where we will land on the Yarra Bank Heliport, following a bit of a scenic route that's often performed down here. Okay, we are at 30 seconds past that minute, so let us start to add the throttle and get ourselves ready to move here. We twist the grip outwards. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to stop on the engine torque, so the engine undergoes more torque as it's getting the rotor blade up to speed now. Still rolling it around. I forgot to check the low rotor warning, low RPM, but I think we're going to be fine there. Good. Now, I believe what I need to do here is... Oh, we're beeped up there to 100% RPM on the N2. That's good. And I think we're just about ready to go. Landing light on. Switches are on there. Okay, so yeah, so we're looking out to the east right now, and so I will try to execute a hover here. I'll need a bit of left anti-torque pedal for that. There we go. Let us start to increase, pull up on the collective. The engine torque creeps up, and the helicopter will get light on its skids to counteract that. Yes. Alright, that's not a bad pickup. Beautiful sounds. Okay, I don't have any traffic on today. I'm not on VATSIM, so I'm just going to effectively cheat and just head directly off to the north here. So we're only in the last month now of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Well, it'll continue to be supported, but we do have the new simulator coming out in November 2024. Oh, that blade slap, how good is that? So I have to bring in some trim here. Good. Climbing through 500 feet. I think I will probably aim for about 1,200 as I come up the coast. In Melbourne's industrial southeast here. 100 knots, great. My understanding is that less blade slap is incurred once we pass about 100 knots. I'm not a real life helicopter pilot, and I've not yet been in an R66. I'll give that a go sometime. Get myself an introductory flight and have a go at hovering in real life. It's kind of fun as a simulator fan. Reasonably balanced. I've got quite a lot of left anti-torque pedal in. And we're coming up through 1,000 feet now. We'll start to ease back on the collective, or that is, reduce the collective, push it down a bit. That's the lever there. And I'm just watching my vertical speed at the top left there. So I'll try and keep that about zero. Well, once I get comfortably above 1,000 feet. Got a nice cruise at just under 110 knots. It's very nice. So I'm following a route operated by a commercial scenic flight operator here in Melbourne, and yeah, we'll sort of come up the coast of Port Phillip Bay here and past St Kilda. We'll see that in a couple of minutes. And follow the Yarra River into a helipad that floats on the river, the Yarra Bank Heliport. We'll see how good of a job or how bad of a job I do when I attempt to land there. Caulfield racecourse out there in the distance. And the Dandenong Ranges out there on the horizon. Right, I am pitching down and I'm increasing speed greatly because I've been looking around and not paying attention to my flying. Let's get this back up to where we need it to be in altitude, and then the speed comes back down to where it should be. Good. Told us all about maintaining a visual on the angle of the disc between the disc and the horizon, so keeping that nice and even will result in good level flight, which is what I'm not achieving right now. There is a high-pitched whine that seems to feature in all of the real recordings of the R66. So I've never disputed that it was a sound that was not real. It is real, but it was just in the headphones on the simulator. It was actually migraine-inducing, and I'm so glad that the developer Immersive Audio has let me try a version without that whine, and it's just fantastic. I love it. I mean, the sound set's so brilliant. And the helicopter is a good one, a good, reasonably easy to fly, stable machine from CowanSim. It's Robinson R66. As we pass the suburbs of Windsor, Paran and South Yarra on my right. St Kilda over there on the left. There's the pier on which the little penguins live. Albert Park, around which we have the Grand Prix. And it's a good bird watching spot as well. my other hobby. Faulkner Park right below us, and here is the Alfred Hospital with its helipad going over the commercial road right below us. I'll have to go on that one of these days. Okay, we are very fast, so I'm going to start reducing the trim there, and the nose will come up, and we will counteract the altitude rise with lowering the collective. Here is the Yarra River from right to left there, and Government House just above the console, and the MCG right in the middle of the screen right now. Olympic Park, wonderful. This is the Orbex Melbourne scenery. Okay, so our trim's pretty much neutral now. Speed 80, altitude 800. That seems not too bad. I'd love to know what the real procedure is for coming down here. The Arts Centre and the National Gallery of Victoria. I feel I am too fast and too high, so I'm going to start reducing the collective again. The helipad is visible as a bright speck on the river, just above the console there. .500 feet, 55 knots. There's the pad, approaching quite fast, so let's just bring this back in here. There's no windsock here, sadly. I think I might be landing with a very soft tailwind, but I think I can deal with that. Increasing the collective now, which is why the nose went to the right. I didn't counteract fast enough with the anti-torque. I've just settled there a bit, that's not great. Let's just bring that out of there. Okay, this is not looking like the worst ever approach I've had to this pad, that's good. Keep it at the same spot on the windscreen as I raise and lower the collective so that it doesn't creep too far up or down on me. I can hear the sound reflecting off the surface now. That's a great sound effect. A bit fast now. Okay. Try and hover here. Don't want to rise too much though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, bit of a bounce, but we got there in the end. And let us see what a good, or more likely bad job Matthew has done by observing the outside of the camera here. I did have to cheat and re-record this because I didn't have the replay tool turned on, did I? So let's see how we go with this take two. Looking quite nice there. Oh, just lost a bit of the forward momentum. Yes, yes, yes. Get into a hover. Listen to that wind buffeting the camera. Getting back onto the pad a bit. Oh, clunk. That was a little bit fast going down there at the end. But, I don't know. I'll give that a 6 out of 10. It's right on the pad. Yeah, 6 out of 10. I'll go with that. Oh, glorious day here in Melbourne. Wonderful day for helicopter flying in that excellent machine with that wonderful soundtrack.